if it's an age thing, but the fingers are all sore these days. Okay, we can give our hands a break. We're going to come onto the elbows. If you hate the elbows, you come onto your back as always. That's the case every time. And do some ab exercises. So when you're on your elbows, you can make sure that pelvis is tilted, the core is switched on. You can do this 1 or 2 legs. Okay, I'll start with 2. So you're going to bring one into tabletop, then the other, and then you're going to stretch the legs up and straight. So bring the knees in as much as you can, and then straight. Now obviously I'm going to say you can lower those legs. If you wanted to do 1 leg, that's fine. And you can do all of them like this if you wanted to. Right, now I'm going to introduce a little bit of a twist to the game. So I'm going to do 1 to centre, and I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to go twisting to the left slightly and doing 1 over there, and then back to centre, doing 1 to centre, and then to the right. I'm only going over about, I don't know, a few inches, so that way that you work the oblique muscle when you go to the side. All right, so if your neck's hurting at this point, come down. Have the core switched on. You do really feel it if that core's already on. Okay, last one, and just slide the legs forward and open out the hip flexors. If you're happy to stay on your elbows, please do, or you can come down. All right, so the next one, 1 leg or 2 again, whatever you want. Bringing 1 up and the other. We're going to do a toe tap and then a sort of foot push. So the toe comes down, you push and scoot back. Love these. So making sure that lower leg doesn't collapse. You don't allow the leg to collapse as it comes down. You want that 90-degree angle. Take your time as well. Imagine you're trying to get a friction burn underneath your foot as you push. Use resistance. Stretch the leg as long as it will go to curl it back round. Breathe out. Push in, back. I'm going to attempt a double, okay? So just see how you feel. So you do a double toe tap, push and scoot back in. That doesn't feel good, don't do that. Lovely, well done. Let's do 3 more if you can. Don't relax the legs as they go down, it's just a scoop and straight back up again. Wonderful. Okay, that was the last one. Just twist side to side, stretch it out. All right. Okay, so I think these are the ones Thelma likes the best actually. So we're going to do half roll downs and full roll downs with the resistance band. So obviously some people cannot do full roll down because of back issues, etc. So just use the band to come a little bit further back than you would normally, or you can do full roll down, and then you can use it to make the full roll down harder or easier. Okay, so when you're ready, you've positioned it. Yeah, I always hold on quite close to my feet for these roll downs because you need a lot of tension to get yourself back up. So I'm going to go through all the different types. Shoulders down, shoulder blades down the spine, C curve back, coming into half roll down, just using the abs to come back up. That's just the normal half roll down that you could probably do without the band. So if that's as far as you'd go normally, see if you can go a little bit further. And now to get back up, as well as squeeze the core, you lift the band slightly, and that helps you to come back up. And then one from there is coming back. You could almost touch the shoulder blades and then come back up so you don't relax at the bottom. Or you come all the way down, relax right through to the head. So if you're with me on this one, then we're going to do chin to chest. You start curling up and then lift the bands and use it to pull yourself back up. My legs naturally go straight at that point, so it's up to you whether you have straight legs to get back up or bent knees, but I find it much easier with straight legs. Chin to chest, lift the band. So if full roll downs are easy peasy for you, then let's use it to make them more difficult. So I'm gonna come down in stages. I come down and pause, and then a little bit more and a pause, and I'm going to do exactly the same coming back up in a minute. So still not allow myself to come down just yet. I'll do a tap of the back, come down, and I'm going to come up the same way. Chin to chest, little pause. You can do this for your half roll down as well, doing little pauses, up, shoulders down. Remember to just relax the back, sort of relax the band between your knees when you want to wiggle your fingers, come forward. But we're going to attempt at least 2 or 3 more, either full or half roll downs, okay? If you've done loads of half roll downs, you feel like you've maxed out on that, you can always just do a twist, but we're all going to, I can't speak. We're all going to be doing them in a minute, so don't do too many. So just a couple more full roll downs or half. I can't speak today, I can't. Get that dog out in between the rain. Is it pouring up there as well? Is it a horrible day there? No? Sunny and gorgeous probably. Shame I can't lip read, Jackie. And tell me afterwards. Alright, last one, come up, put the band between your knees, wiggle your fingers. Okay, I said we do twists, and we're going to do twists. If your back's had it from those half roll downs, just have one hand on the knee, be sitting upright, and then you just twist at the waist and pull the band to one side, shoulder down. Okay, so that can be done sitting. We're going to do the same side. Make sure the whole body twists, not just the arm. You can do it in half roll down if you're still all right too. Really important to keep that shoulder down for these. You want to feel it in your waist and your oblique, not your shoulder. That's the 4th. We're going to do 5. And then just stay there for a second for me and twist the waist, pulse. So your arm isn't moving, it's my waist that's pulsing sideways. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And up. And roll down. If this band is hurting your neck, Jack, just do those twists without the band. Okay, just ditch it if that's making it pull more. Okay, let's do the other side. So you can start seated if you like. Twist the waist to the other way. I'm only turning around so I can see you. Or you're in your half roll down. Working your arm at the same time. Got 2 more, then we're going to do the pulses. Okay, so it's a little twist of the waist here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, let go of the band and roll forward. Take a deep breath. And roll back up. Let's just twist the spine a little bit. So we're not doing it, you know, where I say, oh, don't move anything. Just twist it a little bit. Just do it more of a stretch rather than the actual exercise where we have to think about a million things. And then you can hold on to one knee if you like and use that to twist yourself round and hold there for a second. Taking some deep breaths. coming back to the front and round to the other side. Let's come on to all fours, forget about the band for a second. Let's do a cat stretch. So push the shoulders down away from the spine and then arch. And then dip, looking up, and again. Okay, I'm going to lift one leg and then the opposite arm, and I'm going to tap down, right? So you just tap and really stretch, trying to keep the back as still as possible, not letting it twist. It's a flat tabletop, so you've got a tray of drinks on there. And then on your last lift, keep it there. I just want you to bring your arms slightly to the side and your leg. So if you were watching me from the front here, I'm just doing that. My body stays central. I'm not letting my body twist. And then down. Okay, so let's do the other side. Go back and lift. So it's tap downs first. When you tap down, really think about pulling that core in, rib goes down to hip as if you're doing upside down ab curls. Whilst keeping the back flat, not arching it. One more. And then bring the arms slightly out and the leg. Great stuff, feel that core working. Come back to the front. Bring the leg back. All right, let's come onto our elbows and do a single leg kick, just to give the front of our thighs a bit of a stretch. So when you're ready then, on your elbows, we're just going to do a kick and down, just relaxing the leg down to start with. Not kicking too hard, just easing yourself into this. Make sure you don't hunch or drop the head. Your head is nicely in line with the rest of the spine. Shoulder blades push down the spine. Right, then we can turn it into a more intense exercise where you start to stretch the leg, knee hovers. So kick, stretch the leg, hover down. You can do point flex, which some of you already are. Lovely. Lovely stretch, and you can feel that working in the lower back. And a lovely continuation from this is to come all the way down, doing double leg kick. All right, so coming all the way down, head to one side, arms. We all know and love this one. So in our own time, we're going to do 3 kicks back. Stretch both legs, knees hover, turn around, look straight down, push the arms back and come down. Just making sure the back of that neck stays long as you bring the chest up. I'm going to have a little watch of you guys. Great. Times like this, I wish I could film you so you can see yourselves back and just see how brilliant and how much more advanced you are. There's a move like this that you can see it. Fantastic. When you've had enough, you can just relax the head down, but otherwise just try and do 2 more. Great stuff. And relax. Okay, so when you've had enough of a breath, we're going to come back onto the elbows. We haven't done these for a while. We'll do a hold in this position, either with the knees down or knees up. Okay, so when you're ready, then you're bringing up the pelvic floor. engaging the core. Your hips naturally start to lift, then you lift them a bit more. It's really hard for you to see me against this black mat now that I'm in black, and I remember now I haven't brought the right clothes with me this time, but you know what I'm doing. Alright, so then if you wanted to, you curl the toes under and you lift. Have the bottom slightly up if anything, never like that. And our add-ons today are taps to the side if you want to do them. So you shift the weight, you tap the side, or just tap right next to that hand. And you can do that on your knees as well, so that the core is having to use the obliques. Try and do 2 lots. So if you come down, you come up a second time to do a second set, and then you can push back into child's pose when you've finished. Well done. So if you don't want to be in child's pose, but be whatever relaxed position you want to be in. I've only got one more exercise and then we're gonna relax. Now this next one, although we're going to go onto our back, Lillian, it's only literally for a second, so I think you'll be able to do these. We're not actually on our back for long, and they can be done either starting on the mat or coming down on. I'll show you, it's easier to explain. So if I was starting down, it's where you squeeze the knees together and you use this to lever yourself up. Woo! Nearly couldn't then. And then you come down. So you're kind of doing them quickly, so it might be okay for you. All right, girls, so I've kind of shown you what we're going to do, but let's sort of get ourselves set up. It's always much easier. Oh, actually, Sue, are you all right with these? Nod or shake? Not really, no. So what I'd like you to do then, darling, is a half roll down with the leg up. Or the other thing you can do is on your back doing an ab curl using the band. All right, sweetheart, rather than coming all the way up. Good girl. All right, so we're just using that leg as a lever to come up and down. So if your leg is pushing down, it's easier to get up. But if it's not pushing down and your knees are squeezed together and you don't allow those knees to part, then it's a lot harder. And if you're going to do it that way, the leg that's bent, you need the foot quite far forward. So if you're going to do it like that, all right, when you've done it on one leg, change to the other. See if you can change mid-air. All right, there's no biggie if you can't get up, because doing ab curls is just as strenuous. Lovely, well done. All right, so for when you've done an equal amount that other leg, so just do a couple more. We're going to put both feet in the band to finish. Right, let's all sit for now. So Sue, you will just stay at the seated version, hun, and then some of us will come up and down. So we're just going to do a boat, but using the band, okay? So it's not as easy because we haven't got hands to support us and we can't do one leg at a time. So I'm just going to bring my feet in, and I'm just going to very tentatively start lifting both legs. That's it. So you're in boat pose. And then you can play around with it a little bit. You could maybe bring your back further back and stretch the legs further out, so then the legs are straight. And then you could come up to be more of a V shape, so the legs raise and the body raises. Oh, look at you, you're great. And then come back down to a bent position and down. Lovely, love that. Okay, so do that again. Sue, stay there. Some of you, if you want to do a roll back, you can. Any spinal problems, don't do it, you know, because this is what I'll be doing. All right, so it's like a rolling like a ball, so you know if you can do those or not. So let's go again. Bring the heels back, raise them. Lovely. So you can either do rolling like a ball by bringing the feet back down to bent knee position, trying to keep the feet off the mat as you come back up. Oh, hear that rain on this caravan. Or you could do the rocker, which is straight legs, and you do a rock back with straight legs. Whee! Love these. One more. Whee! And let go of the band. Well done. Well done. So come to a seated position and hands out, wiggle your fingers, rotate your wrists. Well, the rain's eased off because I was just going to give you 5-minute relaxation. You wouldn't have heard me. So let's do it quick before the rain comes back. Shake the hands, roll your shoulders. If you don't feel like you've stretched enough, feel free to do more after we're finished. But if it's good for you, it's good for me to just grab a blanket, lie on your mat, get comfortable. When you lie down and you're waiting for me to start, you could do glute stretch maybe, or full body stretch. I did have something to read out, but I seem to have misplaced it, so I shall just do an ad lib. Okay, so you can sit, you can lie, you can just be comfortable. And I want you to breathe into your heart center. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I just imagine the air coming right into the middle of my chest, into the heart, and out the same way again. And if you can't visualize that, then perhaps just imagine the air coming in as your chest expands with the breath. But at the moment, I'm finding this the easiest way to stay out of my mind. So the breath just coming in and out of the heart. And imagine that breath is also bringing with it golden light. So for every breath in, you're filling your heart with a warm golden light. Bringing more and more in to the heart each breath you take. You can start to feel the heart warming up as well. See if you can feel the warmth deep down inside the chest. A warmth that brings with it self-compassion. And knowing that you're enough exactly as you are. Self-love that we deny ourselves so often, just now free to do what it wants. Away from the mind and still breathing into your heart, allowing the warmth of the golden light to spread. You can feel it spreading upwards into the chest bone, your sternum, and along the collarbones. As it warms the collarbones, I can feel my shoulders drifting back and my arms relaxing. Still breathing into your heart space, being kind to yourself if your mind is wandering, just guiding yourself back. That warm golden light has filled the entire cavity of your torso. It's weaved in and out of every internal organ, the ribs. And now it's melting downwards like honey trickling down into the bowl of your pelvis. As it flows, it takes away any niggles, pains, aches, in any of the areas that it touches. Soothing emotions or worries. It's like a golden lava just streaming through the body, carrying away the debris. Feel that golden lava pouring out of the bowl now and into the tops of your legs, in and around the hip sockets, taking away tension as it flows with force through the thighs. Just feel it cleansing, ridding you of toxins, anything you're holding in your body. Every thought, every memory, every experience we hold in our body, and anything that hasn't served you all these years is now just carried away with the warm lava of the golden glow. Through your knees and into the lower legs, you can feel it warming through the feet to the ends of your toes. Bring your focus back to the heart center, breathing directly into the heart, breathing universal light into the heart space to give you the strength and the energy for the rest of the day. Plugging into the universal energy that you're a part of. Feeling this light from the energy working its way up into your neck and your head. Filling your mind with positive thoughts. Thoughts of compassion for yourself, of pride for yourself, of worthiness, of all the things you should be thinking. Looking at the abundance, not the lack, of your own qualities more than anything else. The mind full of lovely thoughts. Feel any tension in your head, your face, your forehead just melting away. You're just being held in this lovely space, filled with light, surrounded by light, floating, held by the universe, part of the universe. And I just want you to stay here. Please don't just jump up the minute I'm gone. I really would like you to just stay here. Just carry on breathing into the heart space for even if it's 30 seconds. To just be in touch with the inner self before the external world interrupts your thoughts again. I'd like you to thank you for joining me. And please again just stay here, feeling the love you should feel for yourselves. And sending you all